Welcome one, welcome all, welcome to another exciting episode of Veni, Vidi, Vici. Today we start our process of getting to take on the Ptolemaic Empire. And, yeah, I think we're going to try to speed through this one as much as possible. There's not going to be quite as much fighting, I hope. We've defeated the Parisi. We've conquered all of Gaul. Now we're going to simply make these borders tidy. We've been raided, but they've been defeated. A new objective. Oh! How convenient! Almost too convenient, really. Many good quality armor sets. Oh. Infantry might have been improved in Pictonia. Is that... Where the hell is that? Pictonia is in the middle of France. Huh. Oh, on the black market. Ew. So now we have two black markets? Because I'm pretty sure that we tried to build a black market elsewhere. Oh yeah, 30 legacy for the black market over here. Yeah, those are some cool events that keep popping up. All right, anyway. Massalia, we're going to buy that from you. Oh, we already talked to them about that. Good. Now, we need to figure out where the regions are up here. These two regions we will cede over to our friends, the Macromani. Well, our client states, anyway. Can we cede this? What is that? That's part of Batvia? Okay, so cede province is entire province. Got it. So we'll just cede the two regions. And they'll take that. I wonder if we can get money from them. Nope. They don't have the kind of money they need to pay for it. All right. So we're giving them control of this province. And we would give them control of these two. Oh, we could give them control of these two. Huh. That way they control all of Germania Inferior. That seems like not a bad idea. Let's do that as part of it. One less thing to worry about. It's one less thing to worry about. I just had to double check and make sure I was not giving away an objective. No, this is the one I accidentally gave away. But we got it under control now. Alright. So, which of these Roman armies is suited to stay here in France just in case? I think it's this one. We'll even rename it. Gallic Army. Just do that. This one has an extra couple of archers, and actually this one's got more legions. This one, we'll have this one after it's finished what it's doing. You know what? No, I changed my mind. This is going to be Gallic army. The other one is going to be just a regular Roman army. Here's what I want to do. The terrain that's down here, what is it? What are we talking about? So plains, obviously, but in terms of frontage, desert is a frontage of 16. I think it's the same as the plains. Plains actually is 14, so deserts are more wide open. That makes sense. One second. So if we're going to be fighting in desert and plains, we need to beef up some of our legions. Only the Vanguard is currently capable of doing such a thing. And what is that? A swamp? Marsh. Yeah. Frontage of 5. Oh. Hopefully we never have to fight anything there. Alright. Rhodes. What is Rhodes? I gotta remember. Is that a forest? Forest. So Rhodes needs to have our resident bushwhacker team. Probably this one here would be good, except it needs the Cisalpine Cavalry, right? Cisalpine Cavalry, yeah, so they can come here. And then we'll build a Cisalpine Cavalry this turn to meet with them. Since this isn't going to be our Gallic army, this is just going to be... We have a Vanguard army. Let's just do Legion 1. It's not going to be specialized. What it is going to get is a few cataphracts. Now that we're going south. It's going to be a few cataphracts. And a couple Roman legions to go along with it. So instead of having 10, like our Vanguard, it's going to have 8 legions. And it's going to have... Wow. Yeah, we'll take a little bit longer, but we're not going to go through the waters. We don't have control of those, really. I mean, we're not at war either, but who knows if we're going to be at war with Lestani suddenly while we're halfway around the coast there. Okay, so now these guys are doing their thing. Here we have the Bohemians currently besieging something they can't possibly beat, so we'll have them exit and fight. And these guys could crush that in an assault, so they're going to do so. And is this... Here it is. Here's my sort of defensive... Let's just call it Germania army. So we've got a Gallic army. This is the Germania army. It's a little bit weaker than... Well, yeah, we've got Italian foot instead of legions, which is a pretty big difference. But that army can actually go around and try to build infrastructure wherever it's needed, I guess. If we need to find places where regional roads are needed. Here we can have one, actually. These guys could build regional roads right here in their very backyard. All right, so that's all the armies, I think. They all have orders now. Let's check the buildings. This is the area we want to have a lot, and I mean a lot, of red buildings in this area. Money, barracks. We'll do barracks. Yep, Palisade. Armorer gives us a lot of equipment. Because if we're going to launch an invasion east, it's going to be coming out of this province. That's what I'm saying. But you know, we're also going to need is freaking roads. So right now we have a main road coming up to here. Would it be possible to get a main road coming through this area as well? We won't need it there, though. So maybe a bath or a... We don't have any food buildings here. I mean, that's not a great food building, but anyway. So this here needs more crafter districts. This already has the paved roads. This has plenty of crafting. Well, no, not quite. Not enough crafting districts. Yeah, we need these. Oh, gosh, they're at pretty high caps, too. Ideally, we'd get at least to here with paved roads. Ideally. But it looks like that's going to take quite a long time if we want to do that right. All right. Anyway, that brings us back to here. And we need more buildings. This region is currently okay on infrastructure, but it's pretty weak on food. Ooh, irrigation system. Large walls can wait here. I think that we're okay. This is a brand new area. Farm, and we'll come and rebuild it with this legion once it's done. They'll build the public works in these areas that are a little too weak for it. New Gallic territories. A dyeing mill needs purple we can't possibly afford to get. Easily, anyway. I do like the idea of getting some information about these coastal areas. And this will give us information, you know, about that. Lifting the fog of war. And it doesn't cost anything except infrastructure, so that's actually pretty good. This region... Gallic cavalry. We actually haven't looked at the provincial units. Oh, this can create a province. Okay. Also can create a province up here. Down here, Aquitanian cavalry. So it's basically all cavalry. Okay. That brings us back here. Let's get some food up in that area. A granary for this province. Wouldn't go amiss. Yeah. It's a little unfortunate that the building... I like the building system. It just gets super tedious. I think once you create a province, all the building should be done at the province level instead. That would be more interesting. Well, not more interesting, but less... We reshuffled this on purpose, huh? A trading post. We don't have any of those things. It's not very good. It would be less tedious is the word I was looking for. Yeah, we actually do need a large warehouse here because they don't have a lot of great track records. An iron mine. Ooh, that's actually a good pick. Temple increases conversion rate. I like that option. I do want the solid walls, but the temple's got to come first. Regional Rhodes also needs to come first, though it doesn't give us any more infrastructure. We can still get around to it. Do we have a clay pit anywhere around? We don't. So let's do it. These areas desperately in need of basic stuff. Over here, now this province is doing how well? Let's see. 192. Let's get a brickwork for a little bit more. Okay, so that's the end of that. Ready to go. Check our decisions real quick. Geez, our status age is 29. It's going to go down again. Mercenaries, building development focus. Meh. Hey, Magpie. My decadence is actually doing okay because I keep taking objectives. Oh, no. We were so much better when we were in the walls. Damn it. I should have stayed in the walls. I forgot to give him a leader, too. That was a big mistake. Alright, well, we've got plenty of armies to come deal with them. Yep, we're Golden Age again. There's quite a few nations that just need to grow a little bigger in order to become Tier 3. There are revolts. Yeah, there are. We actually had one of our newly conquered areas revolt on us. I've been paying close attention to loyalty to make sure that that doesn't happen. Oh, the Gothans is proposing... Oh, no, screw those guys. They're gonna peace out for something stupid. No. Counter proposal. Give me everything I want. And maybe, this and that. And maybe you'll live. So let's put a guy here with, I don't know, defense value. Epirus is proposing a trade deal. No. Yes, definitely redistribute slaves. I think I need to play on a higher difficulty level, to be honest. But we can at least go recapture this real quick before they're able to put a garrison in there. And then this army is going to be soon to be surrounded by many legions. This army finished adding Rhodes, right? Oh, we're even giving this away, aren't we? This is part of the other province. That's okay. Let's find some areas that need our help, like this one. This little Germanic guy is going to keep moving around and providing basic public works everywhere he goes. Everybody else is getting ready for an attack on the Ptolemaic Empire via their ally Rhodes. Because Rhodes is one of our objectives. And, you know, we're Italian. We should have Rhodes for some reason. To that effect, we're going to need to build a navy. Maybe 2. Oh, Campania is up. And Tannery is not acceptable. All right, so let's build some of our Corvus warships. Corvus heavy warship is not buildable because we need a special harbor. Did we ever build a special harbor for a heavy Corvus warship? Ah, we apparently did. Does it say what kind of harbor this is? I don't know which one it is that requires it. Oh, it was probably this one. Major harbor. Shipyard. That's the one that allows us to build the heavy Corvus warships. Okay, well, we'll do it over here then. And these cost quite a bit of upkeep each. But they do seem to be much better. 6, 6, 2, 4, 5. This is an 8, 8, 3, 4. And then they also have a ranged attack on... Jesus. Wow. Wow. That is way stronger. Especially than these light warship nonsense. Let's do sets of 6. So we'll do 2 fleets of 6 warships. Does that make sense? And they're the same speed as the regular Corvus warships. So really, the only reason not to build the bigger one is that the bigger one is more expensive. That's really it. Do we want a fleet of light warships that can go faster? Maybe just for visibility? Oh, you know what? You know what we do need? Each warship provides 1 supply. When we first land over there, we're going to need enough warships to supply our army. So I'm going to fill this up with light ships to help with supply. So this is 10 supply. What's our big vanguard force? Where'd that go? Ah, here it is. Food usage 17. 17 supply. So I think that means, or maybe that means we're using, I don't know what that means actually. We're going to have to find out. But I'm going to build a fleet big enough to feed 17 and make sure that works. So let's do 2 more heavy ships. That's 12. And then 6 more light ships. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be enough. Now, this province down here can't build any heavy warships, but they can build regular Corvus warships, and I'm going to have them do that too, just because I'm very concerned about our cost overruns here. But I'd like to have a secondary fleet that can also fight. I don't know how big the Ptolemaic fleet is. Okay, all that being the case, I'm now going to be looking for any money-generating buildings that we can get here. Huh. No. No. Equipment production doesn't seem terrible. Let's take the health, though. This is our newly conquered area, which desperately is going to be in need of this is actually a perfect one to build stuff around. See this? This is going to be a trade hub. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 areas this is adjacent to. So if I import goods or manufacture goods here, it's going to act as a bonus for everything around it. That's pretty good. We're going to make this into an economic powerhouse area. That's what we're going to do. All right. Next, this brand new area here. They're getting public works for free. So we're going to make a coastal market. Oh, it's food. It's not money. Here, a market gives us some money, and you know we're going to be in need of that real soon. Fortune teller gives us some culture, or not culture, loyalty. Loyalty's good. A bronze works, no money. Damn it. All right, theater. Ooh, a delicacy shop. All bonuses satisfied, and it'll import dates, and it'll give us money. A market, money. Doing it. Over here, a wax workshop. Missing bonus from tools, huh? Ooh, a preceptor house. Doesn't cost money. Which is this part of? Oh, this is one of the ones we're giving away, so it can really be anything. How about you build the charcoal pile so it'll be adjacent to me? I don't want to build the charcoal pile. Loyalty bonus with decadence. Yeah, I think we gotta have the loyalty bonus here, though. Oh, geez, they're giving 0 money. Ah, our military area. Never built an archery. Ooh, amphitheater gives money. And culture. And a culture bonus. Yeah. Now down here, we have the option to build a dry dock, and that's actually exactly what I want to do. It'll give me the option to rebuild heavy warships in more than one province. I'm not a huge fan of the fact that our loyalty here isn't very high, but we're going to do what you gotta do. And the wheels on the bus go round. Alright, that's the last of it. I anticipate our money is going to drop through the floor next turn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in these decisions here. We already did slave markets, good. We can sell the metal we have. And we can use this to try to get free health buildings. We could reduce, we can get a little money by sacrificing some of our manpower, which again is way over the maximum, so we're losing manpower every turn from what we're actually bringing in. We're basically not gaining any. We're stuck at a cap. We just did that one. I think that's probably the best we can do. All right, let's check these. We gained a progress. Oh, yeah, we lost a population there because of that bastard. Oh, and it's moved the capital, hasn't it? Ugh. Let's check all the generals and make sure. Yeah, good call, good call. They're not... I hate that he's a coward. Just get a regular 1-0 on this. Jesus, we are short on good generals. We don't need one for them because they're going to be joining another force. So are these guys and these guys. So we're okay. No. 8,000's not a big war chest. I had 40,000 earlier. But I've been spending it lavishly on my client states to buy territories from them and things, so... Oh, we lost a cavalry? Oh, that's mean. What happened to the other army? Is it gone? That poor province has been captured twice now by barbarians. They must hate us. You can size up enemy armies and fleets a little bit, I think. If you get a cooperation agreement going with them, you get more information on them. Looks like the Bohemians disappeared once we conquered their last area. Alright, so what we need to do is this area needs to get rid of the governor's palace, so that it'll be rebuilt in the correct area where we've designed it to be. All bonuses satisfied. That's pretty good. How's growth in this area? The large farm seems good. This part of the same area could use irrigation canals. Gives us papyrus, lots of other things. Oh, except... Gulp. All bonuses satisfied. Yeah, let's get the money. Actually, our money situation's okay. Huh. I was pretty sure we were going to get way worse all of a sudden. These areas here... no. This is the area that needs... This is the thing that's going to take advantage of bonus resources. Wait, we have wild beasts nearby. Interesting. Oh, there are furs right there. That's different. Oh, they definitely need the loyalty here. I mean, I know they're newly conquered and everything, but it's still low. I like my smokehouse. Now, let's find other areas that need public works. Or roads, if we can get them. This one can have roads. Find out. This one can have public works. Tannery produces leather. Glass and fish wells. We haven't built a farm here yet, huh? Let's get a market. Now this one we knew. I do want a palisade, but more important, unfortunately, we need 2 more yellow buildings to build our paved road network. Is there anything else that produces leather nearby? Hang on. Leather's already produced here by something else? Or it's imported? Oh, so it does show imported goods. Okay. Oh, this isn't the one I'm looking at. It's here. Okay. So yeah, we're going to cycle and try to get a yellow building there. Meanwhile, this tiny little spit of land. Copper works would bring copper to the area versus an archery range. Oh, efficient command structure. That's nice. High military expertise, but by how much? 4.38. Yeah, we'll build the archery range just so that we can... this is not one that needs commerce. Thus, we're going to build a Palisade here. Yeah, Fortune Teller doesn't cost any decadence. Theaters are usually pretty good, especially for a capital, which may eventually get better stuff. A cultural site isn't super necessary here. Large walls. We'll take it. I don't think we want a pleasure mansion here. It's just not necessary. Ooh, a caravan house is very good. Here we've been looking for, boom, trade center. Now we can proceed. This area apparently needs a crafter district because it has a lot of crafting stuff. But we're going to shuffle and find something better for that first. Ah, a noble district, definitely. It will bring in marble to the area. And give a bunch of culture and loyalty. Or city walls. Yeah, it got to take the green one first. We can cycle again later for the noble district. Produces fish and a little bit of money. I don't know if that's worth it. Let's just get food. Here we wanted more yellow. I guess a crafter district could work. Especially because it's green. Up in the north. We need loyalty up there. Y'all better appreciate that I'm giving you these pleasure houses. Money and metal. Training ground. Clear water. Okay. Let's see where we are with regards to the rest of our forces here. So everybody's still on the move. We're going to send the horses here. There's a Roman fleet here. Oh, the light warships got built here, and the heavy warships got built over here. Interesting. Either way, we're going to have them meet in Brutium. Didn't we make... We also made a fleet here. This is fleet number 2. So I guess we're putting the... We have 2 admirals here that have the navigation trait. So we're going to give that to this navy, and we'll give it to this navy. That's good. Oh, God. The Macromani lost. I just gave this to them. How did they lose it already? Ooh, serious plague. That ain't good. Listen, I need your Marcomani to, like, hang on to the stuff that I give you. I know you're a tribal horde, but come on! Buck up! Get your culture together and do this thing. I don't want to have to keep reconquering these Germanic rebel situations. But I'll do it. Oh, I'll do it. We'll retake this for you. Maybe if we help them enough, they'll eventually get to level 2. Gosh, the Massalians lost everything because we weren't paying attention. All right, listen. If you hold those 3, I'm happy. That's enough. That would be enough. Okay? As long as I'm not the one being rated by all these things. Let's see. 80, 63, 53. Okay, look. You can deal with this loyalty situation. You got this under control, buddy. When I'm done building all kinds of public works and improving the lives of my citizens, I will come help you expand a little bit, okay? I promise. In the meantime, I think we're done with all the buildings, so we're ready to go to the next turn. Oh my god, so many armies moving. It's processing forever. Are these Dacians just chilling in Italy for no reason? I think the Marcomanni went and took back a little piece. Hey, they finally laid us to rest. Brigantes. Who are these Brigantes? Ah, Brigantes. Sure, I don't want to fight the stupid people over there. The Bohemians are proposing to settle peace. Yeah, you're dead, buddy. You don't exist anymore. Hopefully. The Saxons declared war on us? Son of a... Okay, hold off. Let's make sure, yes, the Gothan things are no longer... This one has plague, but it's not occupied anymore. This is besieged by... well, I look at think I got an army right next door. Kill you! Kill you and stop you from doing that. Alright, so what just happened? Did the Saxons declare war on us? That's what happened. The Saxons declared war, and we also somehow got to war against the Byzantian? Well, no. They're at war with the Dacians, too. The Byzantian are at war with a lot of people. I'm just not going to care about them. Alright, so I helped defeat the army here. I'm going to go help defeat this army here for the Marcomanni. Marcomanni? Because the Saxons apparently are declaring war on me to get to the Marcomanni. That seems to be the case. Now, these guys are going to build... They already built something. Okay, so they're going to go and help deal with the stupid Saxons. I hope 3 armies is enough to deal with this nonsense while we go to invade the Ptolemaic Empire. I hope. It's still going to take a while for our guys to march because we don't have fully paved roads. We just have these regional roads. And it's all because of Nicaea. You have something better for us. A market. That's great. That's perfect. An academy is also fargan fantastic, but we got to go with the market because we can't do anything until you build your stupid roads. And then this also needs it, but that's not going to grow for basically forever. Mein Gott. Yeah, this region has a lot of food, but it's also got a lot of provinces, and I mean, this is just growing very, very slowly. It's only getting 31 per turn? Why? This is getting 117 per turn. Is it harsh weather? Why is it only getting 31? They're basically the same population. This is getting 54. 17. Interesting. It looks like it shuffles most of the food down to the populations, to the provinces with the least population. But this, no, because that's not true, because this is getting 140 per turn. This is only getting 31. How is it distributing that? Not by loyalty. These guys are only getting 6. They're getting -6. How? They have a positive food output. Most of their food is getting redistributed then. Yeah, I am just unclear about how that works. Need to go back through the rulebook and figure it out. Anyway, now's not the time to concern ourselves with that. Celtic. We're almost Italic here. Almost. Those Celticii screwed us over a long time ago. We will never forget. Why would it even propose a coin maker when we don't have gold, silver, or copper? That seems poor in terms of planning. Oh, this doesn't even have a palisade. How does it? The legionary camp gives it some walls. Seems like it should have a palisade, though, right? Oh no, it needs loyalty even more. Ooh, but a sculpture shop provides luck. No. Gotta get the loyalty. Pay attention to the loyalty. Gotta do it. If we have something drastic happen that cuts our loyalty down by a lot, we could be facing disaster everywhere. Master Hunter. Reduction in manpower costs only for archers and skirmishers. Produces furs. Huh. We got to do that, if only because furs are very rare. And at least now, but nothing imports furs, does it? So that means we only care about furs. Yeah, no, that's actually not great. We want to build that elsewhere. Wow, okay. Loyalty does appear to be a thing we need. Huh. We built a city walls, and now we can upgrade it again. We don't need a conversion rate anyway. So let's upgrade to solid walls, and then see if we can't find things that help us. This one we were talking about needing yellow buildings to build our road network up. Same here, like, I do want like an east-west northern road and an east-west southern road. That would be ideal for the future. And the market's pretty good. Tavern gives loyalty. I kind of do need that, don't I? Wow, why is... Loyalty is awful here. Oh, those are slaves. There's a lot of slaves here. Too many, you might say. Gulp. Okay. Well, let's build loyalty then. A cultural site would be perfect for this Germanic backwater. Ah, Brittany. Lots of good options here. Except that they're all going to take freaking forever. So let's do Clearwater, because that's cheap and fast. A fair gives lots of money. This is a great spot for that, too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is another centralized hub. We're going to want to build a lot of buildings around. Aqueduct. Sure. Ooh, a preceptor house is even better. Okay. Now, we've already moved all our armies. We got one army coming here, one army coming here, and one army coming here. The ships are redistributing themselves down to here. This is our second fleet of Kovas warships. We did want to look and see what we could find out about the Ptolemaic Empire. There it is, Ptolemaic Egypt. Now, what do we know about them militarily? Not much. It's all question marks, really. We know a little bit. We don't know anything about their navy, unfortunately. Yeah. This is what we know. Power 12 and power 10. That's terrible. We don't really know anything. All right. Next turn. It was so nice outside yesterday here in Connecticut, and then it went and got rainy and cold again. Thanks, Connecticut, springtime. Ugh, this is going to be a tricky one. The Saxons are organized, and we don't have our best legions here. The Italian foot are kind of meh. At least we have a decent military... Oh, God! That 10. It was brutal. Yeah, I thought the flank would do better. I think it's a pursuit phase. Yeah. Alright, well, we only weakened him one place. We're trying to help the Marcomanni, but we have a pretty weak army here. I guess we gotta build a couple more legions. Now this should be automatic, yep. Beat off those independent guys. If we kill the Saxons and give a bunch of their territory to the Marcomanni, good for us. Epirus is still a glorious empire. Oh, the Picts and Caledonians are now a stable tribal confederation. That's the tier 3 government type for them. So this army is now... Yeah, you know what? The Italian foot allies, they're just not good. Let's just change them out for legions. Legions are a little more expensive, but they actually have an impact. So we'll get 2 more legions to round this out. And in the meantime, we got to have them come back and heal up in a province capital. Can we build legions here? Yes. They won't be the best legions, but it's not the best army, so we don't really care. We've got a good army coming. And this one, also on the way. Wow, we have 2,000 income. How is... Oh, because a bunch of our armies and stuff went back into capitals. So these are going to merge with each other, and then they're going to merge with the army that's popping in there to make it effective at fighting against the... Oh, these were going to combine, right? This is going to be our major light and heavy ships. Yes. So this... I don't know how ships get their resources. Because ships provide supply, according to the manual. But how do they get their resources? Supply and food production. Food is converted to supply points automatically when needed, with one food giving 5 supply points, and this ratio can be altered depending upon your buildings, blah, blah, blah. So, this is 8 Corvus warships, which have a food usage of 1, which means they need 8 food, which means they need 2 now, is that food usage or supply usage? I think it must have all been changed. Food is converted to supply points automatically when needed, with one food giving 5 points. I think it was changed to be one food gives 10 points at some point in a thing, but I think food usage has been updated. Everything is just called food, so I think we have to ignore that. But let's see. Ships will also provide 1 free supply point per ship to an adjacent land unit if this is needed after other sources of food have been used. This supply can be provided both to units being moved by sea and land units in a region adjacent to the coast. If a region doesn't have enough supply points for a military force present, then the army will forage the land unless it's already been pillaged. Each unit foraging might pillage the region, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, that didn't exactly answer all my questions, but okay. Arabo is in unrest. Well, we're trying. We're getting there. Okay, Arabo? Hang in there. We're getting there. I know you got a lot of slaves. We're trying to redecorate. Move them somewhere else. It'll happen soon. A warehouse for this whole province would be welcome. Meanwhile, this province probably needs food. And the capital will have some health. Large walls for sure. Over here, loyalty is still a problem, in part because of this? No, mostly because of our ethnicity. We'll get the training ground now and hope we can get a cultural site there soon. Like this, cultural site. Boom. Germanic. Hard to say no to a theater, you know? A harbor. Lifts fog of war in adjacent sea areas. It just so happens that it's adjacent to 3 sea areas, so that would be quite efficient. Ooh, lots of money in culture, though. I kind of want them both, but the decadence increase is probably not worth it. Let's take the harbor. The circus actually kind of is needed here. Because this area actually is kind of low on. See, this area is happy. It just needs to build decadence creating things that also give... Holy crap! 100 culture? That's insane. And awesome, we're doing it. Now this up here needs more culture. Does it also need a builder's hall? Yeah, this appears to be our main hub here for infrastructure. Okay, everybody's still on the move. Couple more turns till we're ready to potentially declare war on Rhodes. I started playing Half-Life Alyx in earnest yesterday. Hello, Tank G-Man. How does the combat work? Well, I'll show you as soon as we get some. It's a little bit frustrating, and I hope they kind of improve it. The designer has been made aware of how annoying it is that the unit's set up in a way that is very suboptimal. And that might be improved. The combat's just kind of an automatic resolution. Or you can actually export the battles to another game made by the same company called Field of Glory 2, which allows you to play them out in a turn-based tactical battle system. And that makes it more like a Total War style game. It's just turn-based instead of real-time. Don't need that. We do need to redistribute slaves. Yes, please. How many slave markets do we have? 13. We have way too many slave markets now. We've conquered areas that had slave markets. Okay, which of these areas had the slave markets? We have to get rid of it. It's this one. This one had way too many slaves, and that's why it's all unruly. So we're going to go ahead and disassemble this slave market. I guess we got to keep looking for more, right? We got to find more slave markets because we don't need more than 10. Oh, there was one. Yes. And there's one up here. Let's get rid of this one. I'm trying to find slave markets where there are already a lot of slaves. Whenever you win a battle, you have a chance to send a slave back to your own territory. Whenever you take a territory, you also have that chance. There's a decision that lets you distribute the slaves more evenly in your empire. Yeah, let's get rid of this one too. All right, so that's 3 gone. So now we only have 10, which is the maximum that we can move around at a time anyway. We have a new general that's very good on defense. Semana has been declared a new objective for the Might of Rome. Oh. Damn you, game. I did not want to get embroiled in more fighting in the north. I'm going to Egypt. What don't you understand about this? Don't tempt me, Frodo. Oh. Well, okay, now we have an objective of Alexandria. Okay, we'll take that one. Okay. Now, who are we at war with up here? The Saxons. And the Marcomanni are our client state. We're trying to help defeat the Saxons so the Marcomanni can have them. So I guess we'll go to fight this guy. This is in forest. God, I hate forest. Hills, plains, no problem. The Romans are great in those conditions. Forests, oh God, no. Please, no. Our army here is finally ready to merge, I think. Yep, okay. Now, I think any army going down to Egypt should probably get a detachment of cataphracts as well, because of all the open plains down there. And probably it should also have 8 legions each. Minimum. So these two are waiting for this army to come in. That'll get them the cataphracts and the legions they need. And our main vanguard force with 12 legions. And maybe 4 cataphracts. Maybe we put more cataphracts in there. I don't know. 12 legions. 4 cataphracts. Some auxilia. And a lot of archers. I think that makes the most sense. So we'll build a couple more cataphracts for that. Nope, not heavy cavalry. We want cataphracts. So 2 more cataphracts, 1 less heavy cavalry. There we go. All right. Rhodes is an objective, and Alexandria is an objective. So we declare war on Rhodes. Egypt comes to their defense because they're allied, and then we take them both. That's the plan. Only one problem with that plan. We only can dedicate 3 armies to that plan right now. We currently have the other 3 legions in the north here, suppressing barbarians and potential rebellions. I called this the Gallic army, and I called the other one the Germanic army, I think. Maybe I didn't name it. Germanic Legion. We also have the Gallic Legion here. That's just their area of operation. And then Gallic Legion, Germanic Legion, and, I don't know, Eastern region, Ost region. Eastern Bulwark Legion. Sure. Technically, I guess it could be named after Norcium or Bohemia. Bohemia is probably going to have more problems because they have all these uncivilized territories near them. Yeah, what could possibly go wrong? That's a good question. I looked in the ledger. There's not too much information about the enemy armies in the ledger because I don't have a cooperation agreement with any of them. Anyway, let's check out the building situation here. We want defenses here. And loyalty. Actually, we need more loyalty than we do... Oh, God. Pleasure House for loyalty. That's a dangerous game. A wheelmaker here would help build... Yeah, we do need the building. The hammers. A sawmill would be good here. This is one of the newer areas. Yeah, public works, but, like... You guys should have basic roads. I don't care if you're barbarians. Walk on the same path as somebody else. How hard could it be? Ugh. Do we want a smokehouse? Yeah, because it's even better than just a flax field. It gives health in addition to the food. Yeah, that's definitely better. This wouldn't be bad. If Massalia breaks and falls, we do want to have some defenses against incursions from Iberia. So we'll build the large walls here. Land expansion is a really good choice, though. Bronze works. Ooh, oration tribute. I do like having government buildings. And this is... no, let's get food. We just figured out this province is really weirdly sending out food. Now it's 87 per turn? Why was it 31 before? Why is it changing so much from turn to turn? That's bizarre. How bizarre? Yeah, how bizarre. This region, food is good. Infrastructure is a little poor. And if we built... Yeah, there's no stone around here. So if we built a clay pit, we'll provide stone to the entire area. A weaver shop would give us quite a bit of money. And provide an alternative to Venetia? No, yeah. Logistics depot's not great. I think we shuffle here. I don't like any of those choices. Actually, wait a minute. One of those was green, right? Building a large warehouse doesn't cost us a slot. And it gives a huge infrastructure bonus. But I feel like our infrastructure here is quite good. We really don't need that. So we're going to cycle. Look for better buildings. This slot here, Ratia. Bronzeworks would import tin to the region. 8%. Oh. How many... Wow. This is the best we can do for farmland because it's alpine. We'll get a wash house. If we can't farm well, we can at least wash ourselves properly. This region is adjacent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 also. That makes it a pretty good commerce area. But we're going to build a training ground first because I think we made that the capital. Didn't we? Didn't that become the capital? No, the capital moved over here and we didn't want it there either. Hopefully that moves the capital back to the correct place. Okay, we'll see if it does. Ah, here... Not a slave market. We need to make sure we get yellow buildings so we can build paved roads, but we don't want a slave market to be one of them. Okay, next turn. We'll see if we can show off the battle system a little bit. Yeah, siege workshops are good for defense. That's true. Do they give decadence? I remember there's something about them that makes me not like them. Some kind of penalty, besides just taking up a slot. Maybe it's money. It might cost money. Oh, there was no battles. Huh. Oh no, we've fallen out of favor in the cultural and decadence ranking. We're no longer in the top third, so we can't get progress. Ugh. We're still Golden Age, but... we're fighting against Dacia. With Dacia against the Macedonians. Oh, no. Oh, that's good. Hold on, I've got some... I think I've got an animal at my door. No? Okay, never mind. Must be hearing things. Okay. Productivity, commerce, agriculture, construction. I'm going to do agriculture. I don't remember where we are on these numbers. I think it's under nation traits. Or no, it's under modifiers somewhere. Okay, so here's the builders. We've done that twice. We got 10% bonus on that. We've got 10% bonus here. Q-knots. Extra capital allowed +1. I don't remember exactly how those work. There's the food bonus of 10, so we're going to get the 15 now. I don't know where a lot of these come from, but there's the culture bonus, new ornamental styles. Place of resistance, free support for 4. I'm pretty sure some of those percent bonuses represent that improvements that you can do. Powerful raid. The Picts and Caledonians can raid across the ocean? Towns and cities are burning. You sons of bitches. Oh, our leader has degraded to very poor, so maybe we'll get a decent military leader next year if he dies. Wow, we've got a great general, a 2-1 general. We're going to put him in charge of our vanguard. Oh, and he's a wilderness expert? Get out of town! That's pretty good. Did they just get lower in power? That seems weird. Okay. Anyhow, we were going to split 2 of these cataphracts off and go to Rome. And the other 2, we're going to go up to this army. Actually, why don't you meet down here? There we go. And in Rome, we have Legion 1. Ah, I was going to merge with this. There we go. Okay. So we almost have the 3 complete armies ready to go. I don't know if we could even use more than those, because we'd have to support them with food that we don't have yet. After you conquer a province, yeah, you can start taking advantage of the food that comes out of it, but conquering it makes it produce way less food than it normally would. And when it comes to Ptolemaic Egypt, maybe we don't... I mean, we've got to take Alexandria. It says it right there on the tin. I'd like to take Rhodes and the areas over here from Ptolemaic Egypt. I think that would be more efficient. And maybe for the first war we do that, and then after we sign a peace treaty, we'll come down here in a second war and take this whole region here, whatever it is. Egyptus Interior. Maybe that's our current play. Because there's got to be fewer and weaker armies defending Asia Minor compared to their homeland. Oh. Well, there's the revolt you were asking about. Yeah, oof, that loyalty's really low. Mostly because there's a bunch of slaves here and there's none of our culture. So we're going to try to change that, but this legion is specifically for putting down rebellions. So we're going to send it over here. Unfortunately, we don't have a great road network set up in Gaul yet. It's all pretty bad. Over here, it's okay. You can see the little roads going around in this area, but this whole eastern Gaul area is awful. Meanwhile, the Germanic Legion is closer. That's why it's heading over there. The Gallic Legion is going to continue trying to track down these Saxon armies and help our ally defeat them and crush them and take their stuff. We were friends with the Saxons, actually. We were trying to make friendly with them, and then suddenly we're at war. I think they declared on the Marcomanni, which got us involved. Okay, let's check the building options. This one needs to be... Oh, they can't build another building. Wash house has been completed in Raetia. Oh. I wanted yellow. Oh, well. The wash house will help it grow. All right, up here, we're going to cycle. I'm looking for yellow buildings for this area. Salt house wouldn't be bad, actually, for growth. Builders Guild here. It's just an upgrade. It costs money and a little bit of manpower, but it gives us a big infrastructure. Yeah, we'll do it. Meanwhile, this definitely needs a palisade, right? On the edge here. That's pretty vulnerable. At the same time, though, a wheelmaker will help the whole province do better. In the center... We don't even have clear water here. Gambling arena for loyalty. We got good loyalty, actually, in this central France. Here, we shuffled because we wanted a better yellow, and a harbor is a better option. So after the harbor, we only need 2 more before we can build paved roads here. 1 more for paved roads here, and 1 more for paved roads here. You need 6 yellow buildings to build a tier 3 yellow building, and paved roads are tier 3. This is the story of a girl who cried a river and drowned the whole world. Orchard gives quite a bit of food. Let's build that. And here, this Celtic region that's so big it's got a 2nd tier on its little mound. Tavern for the loyalty. We do need the loyalty. And this one doesn't come with any decadence, so that's good. This one does come with decadence, but I don't need it. Red building? Yeah, let's get a 3rd red building. That'll let us build higher level walls. These guys don't even have regular roads yet over here. Come on. This is like the most barbaric. Like, not barbaric. The most uncivilized of my regions. Freshly conquered. Very little Romanization happened yet. A dyeing mill. Do we need dye as a bonus resource anywhere near here? Yes, actually we do. It would make 5 money for this province. It would make 7 money for that province. None here, though. Yeah, but I think that's enough to make it worthwhile to get a dyeing mill, because it'll get me 2 money, but then it'll get me money for those other areas and act as a booster. Except that this is the final slot. Do we want a plantation for the food bonus instead? I guess we do. I guess we do. Siege workshop. Let's see. Doesn't offer decadence. No, you're right. It's just that often I have better things to do. But I do have certain areas that I'm promoting with defense. What I've done so far is these 3 regions at the northern choke point of Italy have all been given priority to build the biggest, bestest walls that they possibly can. These guys need better walls next time. In fact, these guys definitely need another red building. They've got a siege workshop, but they need another red building to get the biggest walls. Probably, actually, these guys could come build it. They could build a camp. So that's one line. I've built another one along this river, which is less important now than it was before, but if something catastrophic happens and we get a rebellion over here and we have to deal with that, at least this line of mountains and a river will work to help defend ourselves. I don't have that many others, but I'm turning this entire region into a fortified region, because if anything from here spills over into Rome, it's coming through here, basically. And this one, actually. This one probably could, and it does. It has a coastal fortress and large walls and a barracks, and we probably give it one more, like a limes or something. Glad these guys got roads. Money and metal. The furnace can be upgraded, I believe, later on. This apparently is our infrastructure area, but I don't want to build stone in it. So let's build a flax field. We need a little bit more food in there. Here we were shuffling. Why were we shuffling? Maybe because we were looking for a better yellow. Yeah. Because we have paved roads up through here, and we wanted to get them going all the way this way. So if we get paved roads here and here, we don't have to worry about... I mean, Venetia building them is good, but these guys aren't going to be able to build them in time. But at least then we'd have paved roads here, 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 and maybe here is where we're going to try to make that line of paved roads. Ooh, what is this? A sculpture shop. Yeah, we saw that before, didn't we? Coastal fortress also good, but not as important for this region. I think we're going to Ooh, no, hang on. Loyalty is a problem here in Etruria. We're going to have to suck up the decadence and take the noble district. Cultural side is not as important because these are already Italic culture. Brickwork would help. Yeah, they're actually low on infrastructure in this province. Now down here we have just a ridiculous amount of decadence reduction in these areas. We're going to try to grow Sicily to like the biggest, hugest populations we possibly can, because we just said no to decadence. We got negative decadence here, actually. And even though these guys are huge, they've got another pretty low decadence overall. Okay, next turn looks like we're ready to go. What are these guys doing? They're going that way to fight those. Okay. We're besieging this here. Let's see what happens. That's right. You're right. I'm sorry, the Kimball. When you change the general, they lose 1 level of XP. That's why they got weaker in the power level. I'm still going to war against the Ptolemaic Egyptians. I'm just taking their Asia Minor holdings first. The whole point is I got to take away their legacy points that they're generating every turn. And I'm sure they're generating some in Asia Minor. They've had that for a long time. And by the way, if we take those, I think they generate legacy for us. Iberi is seeking... Is that Iberian? Sure? Really, the Lestani are the one... No, we're not going to do that. Oh, that worked. We're progressing. So let's keep fighting the Saxon armies and hopefully let the Marcomanni take back their territories. I mean, we could wind up taking them all. Whatever. End the war with the Saxons and then give them to the Marcomanni. I just want an ally that's got my northern flank that's not going to have invasions and raids coming like this flank is right now. But yeah, let's do this. Not ethnicities. Decadence from structures. No, sorry. Legacy and world wonders. So you can see here, this area right next to Rhodes actually is generating 2 legacy plus at least 1 more from a world wonder. The Temple of Artemis is giving another 1. And the Mausoleum giving another. So that's 4. So if I take this from them, that is quite a bit of extra legacy. This is 2 more legacy points per turn. So every area over here, I'm taking away 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 22 if I take just these areas, and then this one would be an extra 8. I could do a 30-point switch. Minus 15 for them, plus 15 for me, plus another one for Rhodes, plus whatever else it's producing. So, yeah. That would be a pretty big dent in the Egyptians. Meanwhile, down here... Wow! Oh, that's the marsh area. Okay. They do have, apparently, some wonders here. The obelisk is 1 legacy. And then in here, they have more than 1. They have the pyramids for 1, and the Sphinx for 1. And a major temple. Nope, that's no legacy. They've also got some in here, it looks like. So anyway, yeah, you can see I've also got a lot of legacy here. And the earliest parts of the empire that I've conquered have the most legacy. I wonder why that is. Is it because the Germanic tribes I took them from just didn't have ways to civilize themselves and build the right buildings to generate the legacy? It seems so weird. Anyway, let's keep going. I haven't played as the Germanic tribes or any kind of tribal people, so I don't know what that situation is. Trading tents. Warehouse. Yeah, this is only a 3-province area. They kind of do need more infrastructure. Land expansion or a school. Decadence going down is good. Tavern, loyalty, crafter district. Brickwork probably isn't necessary here. Build a farm. Now, does one of these need... Yeah. A temple increases conversion rate, which is actually very valuable for this area, since it has no italics. A furnace for metal. Okay. Our metal income is still very good, but... Yep, city walls. Now this area over here is loyalty prone, or loyalty problematic, or whatever you want to call it. A theater will help a little bit, but I think a sawmill will help more. Because right now our buildings take freaking forever here because there's not enough infrastructure between these provinces. Oh no, another uprising. Problematic for sure. Gulp. Alright, but this is the one that's been here the longest, so can these guys get there in a turn? No, it's going to take them 2 turns to get up there because there's no freaking roads. Alright, well, do your best, I guess. We might have to lose that to the rebels and then retake it. That'll be annoying. Pleasure house, no. Salt house, yes. A dyeing mill way up here in the middle of France. We did say this would make a very good... Yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to import purple to here, and hopefully it'll act as a good hub. Caravanserai is going to be useful there. Theater. Ooh, we don't have a tools manufacturer up here, do we? Produces tools. Yeah, there's really nothing around here that builds tools. This would give it as a bonus resource. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is okay. We'll do it. Except that they don't even have public works yet. Ow. That makes my brain hurt. It will give some infrastructure. And it's got tin. Oh, that's another good reason to have the tool manufacturer here. Regional roads, yes, please. No regional roads, huh? A cotton spinning mill will be very... Wow, okay, hang on. Even though we're trading for cotton, which is way out of range, we're still going to make 31 money here, and we're going to import cotton to the region. Okay. I'll take it. So, legions have all been assigned various places. Oops. When you merge it that way, you get rid of the general. This is... Oh, pampered. Come on. Oh, a 2-0, but a coward. Ugh, not great generals. Not very good. I would like a logistician. That would be ideal. I think we got to take Nero. No, I can take this guy. Polio. And then our Vanguard has the new best leader we've got. And this army was going to meet up with this one that hasn't made it down yet, right? Because this was going to stop and build something in this area. Was it? Here it can't. No. Let's not worry about them building stuff. Let's just come down here. Merge with that army. We're pretty close. Actually, do all of these legions have their +1? No, not a lot of them do. I don't think we can afford to just sit here and wait while the armorer does his thing on all these legions. Oh, there's unrest up here, too. This Saxon war needs to end so we can send the legions to the places that are in unrest. Population in Latium has decreased. Why? We have so many people farming. Doesn't say there was a disease here. Huh. Hey, do you know, Kimball, do you know why? Oh, it lowers loyalty of the regions next to it. I didn't know that. Yeah, we're going to deal with it as soon as we can. Do you know why it even gives you the option of having a 0-0 general with no statistics? Is it just because it's taking up a slot in your pool and it's like, too bad, you got a crappy guy? Druids instigated an uprising. Ay, ay, ay. But yeah, I see what you're saying now with the loyalty going down because of nearby revolts. Yep, okay. You're right. It can snowball. Luckily, we're in the process of maybe eventually having road networks out here so we can quickly respond to these problems. All right. But the Saxons may be on their last legs here with 2 legions closing in on them finally. Uh-oh. More Italic rebels, but these ones went straight in for the... Oh, no, we don't have any legion. Oh, we do. We have something hiding under there. Nope. No. It's all urban militia here. Oh. We do have good defense because of the terrain, but I'm not optimistic about this. Okay, somehow we defeated their heavy infantry. We're clumsy in this forest terrain. And they're exhausted. I guess that's... Urban militias are also skirmishers. Whoa! Damn. He is getting very unlucky for having the roll advantage. Like, he having a general. Yeah, crush the rebels. All right. Huzzah. Wait, are you saying just having a general gives a +2 to your siege number? That's like giving you the siege status of +6 to -6, I assume? You can play as any faction on the field. Yeah, I could actually switch factions right now to play as a faction that didn't exist at the beginning of the game. I think, for example, the Picts and Caledonians, I don't think they exist at the beginning. I could be wrong, but I don't think they exist at the beginning, so I could switch over to them and play as them. Now here, it's a slave revolt that is just going to lose. Like, they have no chance because we have Praetorians here. Where the hell did we get Praetorians? Hang on, where is this taking place? In here? Oh, hang on. That was my main army that came in, I think. Was it? No. I have to go look. The Saxons, we found a tiny piece. They're just dead. That was just their militia defending the capital. General gives +2 to siege, attack, and defense. And then you add the attack value or defense value. Are we talking about the besiegement value that before combat, right? Outside of combat is what we're talking about for siege? Not an assault on a city. Battles matter most. Unit quality, unit experience, and effectiveness. I noticed that unit quality and freshness basically stop mattering if you have a level 2 leader. He can do fucking miracle work, whether you're a fresh green troop or a tired green troop or a fresh elite veteran. Doesn't matter, because if you're rolling 3 dice, it's really hard to get lower than a 7. Okay, so there is a reason to have the 0-0 generals, I guess. Ah, we got a new leader. What are his statistics? Oh, no! A bad military leader? Yikes. And he's an excellent administrator. I guess there's that. Everybody's got better loyalty, and money income increases. And he's charismatic. Okay, maybe that'll make up for it. I'll have to build, like, another army to help invade because we're going to be so bad at this. Population has decreased over here because of the slave revolt. Now, oh, a druid hideout. Place of resistance. How does one get rid of this? Deeply hidden, vast, and wild. It's got to be. It must have an event, or it lasts a certain amount of time. It's giving us legacy in the process, but apparently it just caused some rebellion around here. It can't be removed easily even if you own the region, but there's a chance each turn, depending on your military power, that it is destroyed while it lasts in the region it is in, or in any adjacent region. Any Celtic ethnicity can at any time revolt. So that's what was happening before. Okay. Yeah, this army never even made it. So where did those Praetorians come from? Maybe it was here that it took place and not there? No, it was a battle between slaves and Praetorians. Where the hell did the Praetorians come from when there's no buildings here to do it? Maybe there was a building and it was destroyed. I don't know. So wait, before we could even get there, all the rebel situation has been taken care of? What? What is that? Alright. We did this. The Gothans are being defeated by the Germanic independents, which is actually kind of bad. Get rid of some abandoned local palaces. Okay, so the question now is, when do we start this invasion slash fight against the Rhodesians? The good news is Epirus is our ally, so we can, like, base our armies over here, and they probably don't care. Because they have plenty of food. So we're going to start with our armies in striking distance of Rhodes. Going to split them up a little bit so they're not quite... Yeah. Oh, this one needs a leader. A 2-1 wilderness expert. Hell yes. We didn't actually look at the terrain over here. So, plain, 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 hills. Hills and plains, those are things that the Romans love to deal with. Okay. Can do. Dacia. Are we allies with Dacia? I think we are. Yeah, okay, so we can also march through Dacia's territory and across over here. I think there's like a crossing there. Not really visible. Anyway. For our boats, boats are going to come over here and also be ready to assist. Oh, we lost the general that was leading this, the naval general. Okay, well, we'll give him this navigator. And then this boats will come over and land here. So those two armies will go navally across to Rhodes and Lycia. Lycia is where I'm importing a lot of goods from. Or at least a lot of areas are importing goods from there, if I remember correctly. It's because this is one of the few places that silk comes from. And wild beasts. And frankincense. Man, if we get Lycia, we suddenly have access to a lot more stuff. That's great. I'm going to start building another legion right now, another army, because I know I'm going to need it somewhere. Let's do 8. And then we'll get 2 cataphracts and 2 Cisalpine cavalry. And I've got plenty of metal and money income now, so I can afford to have another army. Carthage, by the way, has been completely useless this entire game. They have threatened me every single time I've declared war, but have never done anything about it. So I think I just need to leave this army, like, chilling up here until the region gets under control. Actually, it's kind of under control now. Maybe I gotta put it here, because it says that the chance increases with the military power of the units there. So if I just leave the units there, they'll eventually find the Druid hideout. That's the hope anyway. Alright, those guys are good. Let's see what we got for buildings. Public bath. Ah, here. An arsenal? No. Gonna put that in a capital if I'm gonna put it somewhere. A circus. Umbria does have less than 100 loyalty. But I'm not sure that I want this. It doesn't give any culture. Let's flip again and look for culture. Ah. Here we finally built the trade center. So now this area has incredibly good trade acumen, which means that we want this to have all of the goods. Huh. Sure. Oh, we just got these. I guess a cultural site. We're not planning to hold on to them. I wonder if any buildings are destroyed when you conquer things. Like, it must be, right? But, you know, I've never... No, they still get worship palaces and things. Worship place. So here's like this tribal council is the kind of thing that must be destroyed when I take it over, or maybe it's converted into something that I have. The arsenal was an upgrade, you say? Oh, you're right. It is an upgrade. I didn't notice that. Oh, but the courthouse is better. I need to get rid of that decadence. Okay. You sold me on it. I missed the green. I always look for the green, and I missed it that time. Land reclamation, almost always a good pick when it pops up. This is part of Raetia. I don't know what I'm going to do with this province. No. I mean, maybe preserved food store for food, money, and health. That's a pretty good building to have pretty much anywhere. Germania Meridionalis. No to the decadence, I say. No. It's on the border. I'm going to get a weapons depot. A, for the siege resistance. B, because that way we're one step closer to level 2 buildings. And those are kind of the only letters, actually. There aren't any more letters. Seed storage. We don't have grain or nuts and seeds here. 27% health. Public bath is not my favorite health building. We do need the fortune teller because our very crappy culture needs it. Plantation, green, go. Hang on. An amphitheater. Amphitheater. We don't have... Oh, including a bonus from cloth, because we're trading for silk, and silk is way too far away for this area. We'll get the city walls and build something else next time. Caravan house for money. That's a pretty good pick. A tools manufacturer is missing the bonuses for lead and tin, so I don't think this is a good place for it. A theater is hard to say no to. I kind of want to build a theater everywhere, because 15 is a big number. Okay. So we're moving all these armies and navies into position to go after the Egyptians. Sorry, the Ptolemaic Egyptians. These guys have their orders. All right, let's see how things play out. How are the Picts above me? You mean on the CDR? That's just the ratio of culture to decadence. They have way less decadence than I do, so it's much easier for them to have a higher ratio. Uh-oh. This doesn't look good. Where did this come from? The practice of embezzlement from the local authorities have been reported. Oh, no. So, that came out of nowhere. I don't think that... Well, this is not going to be good. Those are some very well-armed rebels. Holy crap. Dead. Dead. Nope, they skirmished. Dead. Dead. Yeah. Ow. Crap. Okay, things are starting to get heated. So these Saxons, when these stupid Germans have at least 70 or 80 power, they can be a pain in the ass to attack. The defending advantage is so big in this game. And of course the AI sticks my cataphracts in support when they can't freaking support. Just make them go away. They shouldn't even participate if it's a forest fight. I just hate that you get a better outcome by splitting your army and leave something of it behind rather than just taking it with you and not fighting with it. Ugh. See? The +2 support makes a big difference here. Now, the dice roll also makes a big difference, but... Yeah, It's always just straight up luck. We never have an advantage. Even if we have the biggest army with the strongest units, it's always a massive disadvantage fighting in a forest against these guys. But then, if they fight us, they lose every time. Every time. We have every advantage, and we can't win an attack, but we always win every defense. Alright, so we lost 2 legions and an archer. We're still missing a Cisalpine cavalry for this group. But I don't know why they even have cataphracts, to be honest. This one should be okay. They only have 53 power. Yes, that's done. But, like, I could attack that one stack over and over again, and it would beat me in the forest 4 times before I could kill them. Because it's all luck of the dice and wearing them down. That's really only if they have at least a level 1 general. If they have a level 2 general, it's 6-7 turns to take them out. The designer is theoretically aware of the problem where it doesn't optimally place your excess units. So I'm hoping that's fixed for the Persian DLC. So I basically just have to split off these guys. Yeah, there's hills, they'd be okay, but I'm just going to not have these cataphracts in the Legion. Oh, sorry, this is the Cisalpines. I'll keep them. It was the cataphracts I wanted to get rid of. Because they're just not good unless there's open or hilly terrain. And these guys need an extra 2 more legions that were killed and 1 more archer. Actually, they had 5 before. I think they'll be fine with 4. No, we'll get 1 more archer. And where will we do that? Here? Legion, Legion, archer. So this force is going to come back and heal up over here. This force is apparently going to have to go deal with this nonsense right now. I don't know why they were so low. No, it wasn't the corrupt governor. Unless they were provoked. Ah, yep. Italic rebels, after some foul play and underhanded actions. Dalmatia raided and were defeated. Raided and were defeated. Do you know what increases or decreases the chances of raids being successful? I have to imagine it's red buildings, walls, garrisons, maybe? Oh. Hang on. The Druids started another uprising over here. So first, definitely stay here and kill that guy. How did we not actually... Are we in the capital? No. So how come we can't fight? How come we didn't fight them? I guess that's a command to attack them? I'm not sure what's going on there. I think they're going to fight next turn. It just didn't quite have enough points, maybe. Alright, so we're still waiting on this fleet. And these are like, whoa, what is that? That is a collection of small Egyptian fleets that are all dying out of supply. What? Alright, who are they at war with? Ethiopia to the south. Down here. They're also at war with Lycia. Tiny little island. And Nasamones, way over here. Why then do they have these fleets chilling out here and dying? Huh. Heavy warship. Damn, 41? I don't think my my warships can come close to that. 12. Even my heavy warships are only 32. They seem like they might know a little bit more about what's going on with regards to the naval battles. Anyway, so let's check out buildings. Umbria, we cycled because a prison is a godsend. Bonus loyalty. Decadence reduction. It's all good, baby. Loyalty isn't necessary. A blacksmith. Money and metal. Coastal Fortress seems good, actually. Pleasure Mansion. Hunter Lodge. Archery. Crafter District. Not a great centralized location here. Although we don't have coal in the region, so I guess a charcoal pile does kind of make sense. Candle shop has all bonuses. Good. Way out here, land reclamation will help. Preceptor house for decadence. Yes. It seems like we're going to need palisades over here. Could we make this into a cultural mecca? No, I think we're planning on making it a... It has lead. This has wine. I mean, we could make these two areas like major commerce hubs and then also build around them. Builders Guild. Ah, street parlor. I do like those. Very few downsides. Courthouse for decadence reduction. Oration tribute for loyalty because it's below 100. Salt house. Yeah. Salt houses are good. No, you know what? Sanitation. Ah, Rhodes! Yay! And up here, Rhodes would be nice, but in order to get Rhodes, we need more infrastructure. There we go, Rhodes. All right, good. Turn 253. I think, did we start on turn 240 something this turn, this year, this session? They are exactly the same unit as your legions. What are? I'm not following, Kimball. I'm sorry. Kimball! There we go. We found these guys. See, this is because we don't have the cataphracts here, it allows all the auxilia to line up and do their support role. And they all provide a +2. I will never understand this. What about cataphracts? I don't know. It just, well, there are some terrains that require you to have cavalry on the flanks. That's what I remember. And so when we are fighting in desert, for example, or plains, the cataphracts can be very valuable because legions can't line up in those slots. And the Cisalpine cavalry are okay, but they're skirmishers. So, and I think on plains there might actually be 2 slots for cavalry. So I could have a cataphract and a skirmishing cavalry, medium cavalry, on each flank. I think that's the reason I did it. But in any of these foresting things, I just leave the cataphracts out completely. See how much, well, sort of better this is going, because they've all got the +2 support, which makes up for their clumsy, heavy infantry-ness. That's a draw, I think. Yeah. Alright, we're fighting again. Ugh. I don't get why we aren't the defender, because there's been plenty of times where I thought I was going to be the attacker because I was relieving a siege, but instead I became the defender. It didn't seem consistent. I guess if you're exiting a garrison, you're still the defender, even though you're leaving to attack the people outside. But if you're relieving a siege with an army from the outside, then you're the attacker. Alright, come on, cavalry. Get them. That is not enough. I don't think we got a huge advantage there. Our legions took too many hits to exhaustion. At least we're not exhausted. But these guys aren't exhausted either. They still have that one extra effectiveness pip. Ah, that'll weaken them. There we go. Our legions do have more hit points, so they can maintain... the stalemate's a little bit better than the enemies here, but not this time. This time it's... Oh no! Although if you win by 1, you seem to take no hit point loss, so that's good. There we go. Is that going to be enough? Nope. Oh, but we killed their general! Ha-ha! Take that, Vetulus. Yeah! Crushed him! Look at that. That minimum roll of 1, baby. Oh, yeah. Look at the difference having a general makes. It's an insane advantage. It's the equivalent of, like, at least a +2 or 3 to the roll. Alright, so I don't think we lost anybody. So that's good. Yeah, maybe I should be avoiding the auxiliaries. That's another attempt to make them more well-rounded. Is because if I had to fight in a plain all of a sudden, then I gotta cover this larger front, and the auxilia can be then in the front. So that's kind of what the auxilia are there for. They're good support units when they're in the second line, but if they have to be in the front line, they can still fight better than archers. But you're right, maybe I should only have 2 auxilia, just because it's so rare that I'm fighting in a plains in this area. Ooh, we can finally free some slaves, huh? Time of the duration. If a region has a government building, it has a 50% chance of returning to a quieter state if in unrest, or a 50% chance of converting a single slave to a citizen. Yeah, that would be good. Slave markets aren't happy, but, you know, loyalty problems, we can deal with it. We need to get rid of these slaves. It's a long-term benefit. So maybe in this case, I get rid of 2... Wait, there's still a slave army here? Oh my god. And then I build up 2 extra legions to replace them. Oh, I can't build legions here. What about here? Yes. Why are the Epirites have all these units just hanging out in the Italian peninsula? Are they just going to turn traitor and suddenly attack? I don't think that's the case, but you know. Yeah, we have no auxilia in this force. We'll see how that goes. What kind of general can we give to them? A 1-2, but pampered. That's awful. And our other 2-0 is a coward. So I guess we give him Balbus, the 74-year-old offensive 1. Oh, God. This guy's great, except that he's only good on defense. Give him that until something better comes along. Oh, the Saxons took one of the areas we took from them. Ooh, a serious plague over here, huh? Ooh. Alright, so these guys are going to make it over to reconquer this area. Good. These guys are going to go back and chill over here. Let's see if we can get the Saxons to agree to a peace. Huh? What if you have to cede a region to us? Is that Tremonia? That's Tremonia. I don't actually want that. Actually, no. I just want things to go back the way they were. So let's get peace. Will that mean that they peace out with the Marcomanni, though? I don't think it means that, does it? Damn it. Can't have peace. First I have to kill them all over here, and then maybe we can have peace. I don't know if the Marcomanni will... Do you know that, Kimball? If we got a client state and you get peace with the Saxons, does that give them peace with your client state too? It must, right? Intuitively, it tells me it should. But I'm not 100% sure. You know what? We're going to have to try it. Alright, where are we here? Are we all rested up? We ready to go? These guys can actually hang out. Oh no! Dacia lost control of the area. Oh. I don't know if they can land in Asia Minor in one turn, but I guess we'll find out. So these armies are ready. We got... Wait, where's our other fleet? Both fleets went to the wrong place. This fleet should be with this army. Either way, we're going to declare war on Rhodes right now. Check all our buildings. A bloomery. Yeah. Culture and metal and money. These are kind of rare. Seems good. Why is this darkened? Oh, it's blockaded by the Macedonians. Okay. School is pretty good. Got plenty of loyalty there. This one needs one more yellow building. Why not a harbor? Then we can build paved roads all along. Excellent. Ooh, this actually does need a loyalty bonus. Tavern it is. Comes with some bonus money, which is nice. This already has the paved roads. Doesn't really need the loyalty bonus. I guess it could use some more food. We probably should also take these people that are doing food and have them do something more profitable. Redistribute there. Okay, good. Good to know. The harbor... Oh, you're right. It's an upgrade, but it's going to take a slot. That's why it's not green. I forgot about that. Let's cycle instead, and we'll get a different yellow building for here in order to make the roads. Pleasure District. Not just a pleasure mansion, a pleasure district. Red light district, just for you and me. This... No. What can we get? We get a coastal fortress? Yeah, let's cycle until we get a coastal fortress for this one and make these three our defensive line even stronger. This one is a very culturally significant area, and it does need the loyalty. Damn it, I hate that it needs the loyalty. I can't afford to let the areas in Italy proper fall below 100 in case something catastrophic should happen. I did read, I have no spoilers, but I did read... Hello, Luminary. You can't hear me. Everybody else seems to be responding. In Italy proper... And I'm hearing me. Unfortunately, I am 6 minutes behind in answering that question. Okay. So where are we? Insani, up here. No market. Seed storage. It's got a decent amount of growth. I don't like any of these options. So let's shuffle that. City walls for Sardinia. Way up here. This is actually occupied. It's not even mine. So I'll build them a farm. I don't want it. That's not part of a province I control, right? Oh! Oh, it is part of a province I control. I want that. I want to take that from the Saxons. Dang. Okay. I got to adjust that then. We'll have war if you cede Taunus to me. Or we'll have peace if you do that. Yeah. Now this is occupied too, I think. No, it's under pacification. This is occupied, and this is occupied? No. So it's just this one that belonged to the Marcomanni that the Saxons are currently occupying. So they can have their thing back here. I want this. You give this back. It'll be a good time. Could I get them to give me Sacia as well as part of that deal? What do you think? Yeah, it looks like I can. So I'll give Sacia to the Marcomanni. They'll get this back. That'll work. And they'll learn never to mess with the Romans again, apparently. Okay. Buildings. Land expansion. Yes. Oh boy, a worship place. For loyalty. Ooh, an iron mine is hard to say no to. Because we are actually kind of low on metal. School for decadence reduction. Yes. No training ground. Okay. Cultural site for sure. Gambling ring. Brickwork. Sure. Okay. I think we're good now. We're going to hit end turn one more time. We're going to be at war with the Ptolemaic Egyptians. Or are we? Did I actually do... No, it declared war with Rhodes. That's right. The Ptolemaic Egyptians theoretically would also join in on that. Because they're allied. Or they were like 10 turns ago. I think they're still allied. Alright, so we finally killed those damn slaves. We'll send that army to go hunt down the Druids Oh my god. These Italic rebels are actually pretty strong. Yeah, they got heavy infantry. So let's see what you're talking about here, because these are 2 auxilia in the middle, and the rest are all these archers. Oh, auxilia went to the sides. See, this is the reason I keep the auxilia in my line. And if you notice, there are 2 places for cavalry on the plain. If I'd had cataphracts here, then that would be better. I don't know why the auxilia... Shouldn't the Cisalpine cavalry should be here, and the auxilia should be there. I'm never going to understand how this works. Oh, boy. Thank God the legions aren't fighting at fargan 2/3 their normal strength. They absolutely crush when they're not in the forest. I just wish there were units I could build that fought as well as... better than my legions in forest. But, like, 4 is the best I can do. It wasn't even worth fighting. It's such a difference. Such a massive difference. Oh, I see the 3 support you're talking about. Such a massive difference that the open terrain versus forest makes. I think it's almost too much, but because there's just so many forested areas. All right, so we got that area back under control. We got to figure out why it rebelled in the first place. I didn't think there was a loyalty problem there. Yeah, I guess I did think about that. I could donate some troops to them. Specialty Sicilian slingers. Everybody wants a piece of my Sicilian slingers. They're on me every other turn. I've just ignored the transactions. Too much of an annoyance. Yeah! We're at war with Rhodes. I forgot that Cimbri also declared war on us. Here, there it is. There's the Ptolemaic Egyptians. Oh my god. Epirus is also at war with Rhodes? Is that why they were saying that there? Yeah, they're also at war with Rhodes, apparently. So let me just double check here what exactly just happened. We were already at war with Macedonia, actually. I think we can probably make peace with them. They probably don't want to. 41% chance. I don't need to fight them. So we're also at war with the Saxons. We're trying to clear that up. Okay. Yeah, that looks right. Nothing crazy unexpected. So the first thing I want to remember to do is take these forces, go ahead and march them over here. These are the replacement legions, can go ahead and march to them. So this druidic hideout is hopefully going away soon. This area has got plenty of good loyalty. I don't know why there have been so many slave revolts. I don't know, but maybe because there were way more slaves here before. Meanwhile, over here... oh, wow. Were they revolting because they were starving because the people just weren't set up properly? Is that really what happened here? Just Conquered is going away in a couple turns. We actually have some former slaves here that have been freed as part of that other deal. Regional modifiers from that. Okay, I mean, yeah, the loyalty here is really bad, actually, because we have no buildings helping us at all. Okay, well, in place of public works, how about you do an oration tribute while these guys instead prove their loyalty to you to help build public works. That'll be a good starting place. So theoretically, the Saxons are going to hand over the 2 provinces I demanded, and then we're going to have peace. They had a 90% acceptance before. It might have changed a little bit. But anyway, Rhodes is what? It's a forested area. So we take our not vanguard forces. Cataphracts. Gotta leave them behind. I've got to leave them behind. bring him back if I... But, oh, geez, we can't even get there in a single turn. But the good news is the fleet is also going to go to here and escort them. Then, over here, the Vanguard is probably going to land... What is Achaia? Okay, that's a different faction. Can we go right to here? We need to get on land. Yeah, so we'll land in Lydia, and we'll then move over to Lycia as soon as we can. We'll have to go straight in and breach the walls in a single turn. Good deal. The fleet is going to come here and offer its support. All right. So we're going for Rhodes, we're going to Lydia, and then we're coming south to Lycia. We're just going to try controlling these two. Meanwhile, these guys are going to try to invade up here. Damn it, they have to spend a turn at sea. And that's going to hurt them. But they should still be able to do it if there's no armies in there. So we're going to try. And this area is producing a decent amount of food. It's also occupied as part of a war. Okay, well, I'm going to occupy it as part of a different war. So there you go. All right, we're going to save it there. Veni 13. Wow, it has taken us a long time to play this game. Every one of these has been 2 hours or longer. Thanks for watching, everybody. I am out. I'll be back at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time tomorrow.